12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Buffalo Bills.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Browns defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Allen going to change the look here.
Allen now on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Allen.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun.
Complete to right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Third down from the gun, Thompson Robinson.
And that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A yard all they need, but it's third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Back deep is Micah Hyde. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Allen will try to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Allen. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson.
And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Bills at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And, partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's finally taken down. And it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on third. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Throwing on second down, Thompson Robinson. Wright's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Number 7. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Back.
They'll run with Strong. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at the shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
3rd and goal, Thompson Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have regained the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Oh, always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Throwing now is Allen. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Getting the ball is Cook, running left.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 20, here's second down and 1. Here's Cook again.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And complete, right side to Cook. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
56, 56. Hey, tight.
Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Thompson Robinson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On 1st down, Thompson Robinson.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
First and 10, Thompson Robinson.
being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On second down, Thompson Robinson.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay a 4-point game.
But, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Thompson Robinson now to throw.
Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Allen to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Slide through. Hey, red. Black shot. Hustle.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're going to speed things up here. Cook up the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Allen going to change it up. Cook is in. Touchdown Bills. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll run on first down. It's right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Thompson Robinson now. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. Well,
and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Down. Red, cycle. Smack, red. Set, huh?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense so far on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check two. Go deep. Black open. Drill 3.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson.
Complete to right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready, go. Black shot.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off play action. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Alert!
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And it's fielded at the 34. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. 1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Black, red. Blue, black. Red, yellow. Tag.
Thompson Robinson throwing here.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
Thompson Robinson now.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Black ultra.
A DTR going to throw it here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Cook.
Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Credit the tackle to Ron Thornhill.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen going to throw. And that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Drill 3. Ready?
Thompson Robinson.
Flushed out right. He finds McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
This is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Sheds off the tackle. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, you know me, partner, I never tell them to back off being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two.
That's caught at the one. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This is 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cleveland offense ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half. and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Bills, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.